Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of RedReadyman, and we welcome in Master League and Master League Premier. And I must admit, I have welcomed it with open arms. Ultra, as I said in the last PvP video, was incredibly tough for me. I kind of feel like I know the Master League meta just a little bit better, and I've got some really good Pokemon already powered up to do it. All of these Pokemon here are best buddy because I've been thinking about this team for a long time, and now I've suddenly got the right one. So Haxorus is a 98%, 15, 15, 14. Metagross is a 15, 15, 14. And Magnezone is 100%, and I say all best buddy. I really like this team. It's the first time I've used it, so there are some misplays. Definitely some misplays, but it wouldn't be a RedReadyman video without those. So let's get into the video. And as you can see, I've got the best buddy on Metagross. And this team is built to beat Metagross. So I was thinking, if I've got Metagross match off and that's how it pans out, then this team should beat Metagross in every single situation. And you see a lot of them. So we're met by a Gyarados, luckily a waterfall Gyarados. Going to see a lot of those. If it was a Dragon Breath, it would be doing a little bit more damage. But I'm just going to chip away here and try and get the boost on the Night Slashes. I am going to shield up because if this is Outrage, it would do a lot. It's a Crunch, which will also not help. For a big Pokemon, Haxorus is a little bit glassy. I've found it to be, doesn't take a hit so well. But you see, with the one shield, we've actually got this Gyarados down. Are they going to shield? They are going to shield. That's fine because actually I'm prepared to spend and take a chance here that this is an Aqua Tail, and it is. So I kind of called it right. If that was a Crunch, then that would have KO'd me and I would have been in a worse position. Now, this is great. So like, which one do you want? So income. Now, this was a misplay. I should have just carried on with the Metagross in there because it would have been a better play. I would have been able to get to the Earthquakes easier, and I actually risked winning this game here. But luckily my opponent decides not to shield here. To shield, which means that now they're going to spend their energy, and I'm just going to come in with Metagross and clear up. So here we go, just look at it, taking it down. This is what I should have done in the first place. This could be a Rock Slide, but I'm guessing it's going to be a Cross Chop, which it is. Again, they got there just a little too quick. I don't know why they're trying to bait. And then, for some reason, they walk into the Meteor Mash misplayed. Bad by me, and I lose. So GG's to my opponent there. First time I'd used this team and I panicked a little bit. I should have just stayed in, not brought Magnezone out. Magnezone would have cleared up in the back. So a Metagross can take a few more punches from Machamp. Oh gosh, my brain is gone here. So we're met with a Snorlax. This is great. Really happy for this. Like, I can spam just as much as they can spam. Body Slams will do some damage, but not a lot. Earthquake will definitely do a lot more, or Outrage. But I'm guessing this is a Body Slam. So I let this just come through, and it is. So well read. We're pretty equal here. And another Night Slash getting off here. Now, quite often, Snorlax is putting a team for the lick damage against the Metagross. So I'm thinking that probably they haven't got a Metagross counter here. But I really want Switch. So I'm going to spend the shield and I'm just going to farm down. And whatever comes out, I'm probably going to chuck the Night Slash. No, I didn't get a chance to throw it at all. But this is key because I get a chance here to see what's coming and take the lead. So I build up to 2 wild charges. Now, unfortunately, I over-farmed just a little bit. But this is okay because we've got the shield still. This is going to take their first shield, or they'll let it through, which if they do, it will do a heap of damage. See, they didn't expect me to send the first one through. Are they going to shield here? This will be interesting. And they don't, and they let Metagross go down for no reason. and they concede. GG's to my opponent there. I think they just realised what was happening, that there wasn't any way back from that one. So 1-1 so far, that's good. Yeah, like new team, happy. I'm always happy if I'm kind of like 50-50. Maybe that's why I'm rank 9 and will never be anything else. So here we are, met by Machamp. This is not a terrible matchup for us. The dark attack of Haxorus will do some damage, and we do manage to draw a shield. Now I think they're building up to a rock slide here, so I'm also going to match their shields. We just felt like rock slide range, and it is. So that was a good call to do that. Now Dragonite is a real weakness for this team. But I am going to throw the Dragon Claw, hoping that they let it through. They don't, unfortunately. And I'm going to come in with Metagross because this is probably the best answer to it, which it's not a great answer. But the Dragon Claws won't do that much damage to me, but it's an Outrage, which again, I'm surprised that that's non-effective damage. I would have thought that Outrage would have done a lot more. So I throw the Meteor Mash, and we get a little bit of Go Battle lead lag, which is very typical. Takes out there. Now I thought they may have dropped out, but they hadn't, because they came back in fighting. So we have this Machamp, which is not ideal, but we can dispatch of it there. And now they bring out their own Metagross, and I'm happy for them to spend the energy here. I was going to try and go for an Earthquake. They just throw Meteor Mash, but I'm going to come in here with the Magnezone, and I'm just going to throw the Wild Charge as soon as I get there. Stuttered a little bit, but that's fine. This should virtually KO, and the Meteor Mash or Earthquake they're going to throw at me, I'm just going to bring onto Haxorus, manage to catch it, which is perfect, and it is the Earthquake which would have KO'd, and I bring in a very healthy Magnezone just to finish off. So GG's to my opponent there. Kind of was important to catch that Earthquake. You always know it's coming when there's a Metagross and a Magnezone and there's no shields. That's what they're going to do. And it really is a race to get enough energy to throw 2 Wild Charges or take that Earthquake. So we met with Haxorus. Now, this is not an unfavourable matchup. I'm fairly sure most Metagrosses think that it's okay, but the spamminess of Haxorus means that it really does start to do some damage. And like for a very quick move, that's a lot of damage. I am going to shield this up because I would like Haxorus to be healthy here. And the counters are doing a lot of damage, but they swap out. I stay a little bit too long. I throw the Night Slash when really I should be bringing in Metagross. And then I do, and this is just going to be a straight farm down. No charge moves thrown, just farm it down. I'm full of energy. I still have a fair bit of energy on my Haxorus as well, so this should be good, and they concede. I think at that point I've got them so on the ropes, and they hadn't even seen my third Pokemon. So GG's to my opponent there. Probably backed out a little too soon for me. Maybe should have just hung on a little bit longer. That would have been the smart play for me. But we're met with our next opponent, and what are they going to lead with? Rhyperior. Now, counter on Rhyperior is fantastic. They have to back out there. And I move into my Metagross. Now, I don't think this is such a good move. Now, it is a Dragon Breath Gyarados. So the Dragon Breath Gyarados won't do as much damage as the Waterfall one, but those crunches will do a lot of damage. This was not a great swap-in. But I do want to keep Haxorus for that Rhyperior in the back because I have nothing else to deal with it. So I am going to shield up this crunch again, using both my shields very early on, but I really want to get to this Earthquake. So I throw the Earthquake, hoping that they won't shield twice and they think that I'm baiting. But it actually does less damage than the Meteor Mash. So I do back out into Magnezone, and there we are met by the Rhyperior again. Now, Flash Cannon will do a lot of damage. So if we can get this Flash Cannon through, boom. Like that should have been shielded, and yeah, then the Metagross comes out. If I can get to the Wild Charge, let them throw some energy at me or let me get to another Wild Charge. Either way is fine by me. They're going to throw the Meteor. They're going to have to throw. They can't farm me down. They try to farm me down, and I throw this Wild Charge. I get a shield, which is fantastic. They're still trying to farm me down. Now, I have 2 Pokemon, so I have to think here, what do I want to do? So I want to bring in the Metagross. They have an Earthquake ready. They need to throw the Earthquake, and they throw a Meteor Mash, and then they throw another Meteor Mash, and I'm just like, you could have just won this game. But I can come in with the Haxorus that has the attack ready. I didn't want to get into a CMP. I knew they'd got energy, and I wanted to come in with the Haxorus ready to take them out, and GG's to my opponent there. They gave me that game. If they had Earthquaked me, they would have got to the Meteor Mash quick enough to take me out. So that's a 4-1 in a first set of using a brand new team. I'm kind of happy with that. I think that this is a really interesting Premier team. It's Haxorus is a Pokemon not many people have access to, so you don't see so many of them. So to be able to throw it in there and confuse the opponent is pretty awesome. Listen, thank you very much for joining me. My ELO is slowly recovering, but what are you still doing here? Let's go, Pogo.